What's up, guys, and welcome back to episode number 5 of the F1 2010 career mode. Here today for another double episode where we're going to be going to Monaco and Canada. If you're still enjoying this series, do make sure to leave a like. The support, as always, has been great. And as you can notice, I'm in some lovely Veloce attire today. Of course, my esports team, Veloce, kindly sent me this in the post. So, yeah, got all the sponsors on. And look at this, on the back. Got my own name on it. How great is that? So, yeah, going to be wearing that for today, and it will be up on that wall for the future episodes and videos. But without further ado now, let's get in to Monaco. Right then, so we're starting the Monaco Grand Prix from 17th place. So it could be better, but to be honest, I absolutely nailed my qualifying lap. And I think this is one of the tracks where our lack of downforce and just general lack of performance is really going to show. But yeah, we're quicker than our teammate. Bruno put it in 18th, so he's just behind us by about 0.8 of a second. But if we take a look at the R&D, we've got 2 new parts on the car. We've got improved brake material. Brilliant. And we've also got a new throttle map setting, which means that when we go into the engine settings, we can either go standard or cruise, and now we can go to fast. So it's the equivalent of rich mix on the newer F1 game. So it's all good. We can actually go fast, sort of, and yeah, hopefully that helps us in the race.
Finished near the back of the field in the last race. We need to try and do better here. Get out there and show the boss what you're made of.
I will do my best, Mr. Georgie Engineer, and we are away here in Monaco. It was a good initial start. It's probably the best start we've had because we haven't lost a position off the line. Don't really know what I did, but we're going to go charging in to turn 1. Everybody going towards the outside. We tried it up the inside, and we have actually gained a position or two. We're up into P15. So not a bad start here at Monaco, but going very, very wide here up through the casino section. And now we come towards at the end of Sector 1, and I'm really not expecting big things from this race, but we dive down the inside of Petrov, who was caught out by some slow-moving cars. Oh my god, up ahead. And as we go down to the Lowe's hairpin, wow, that was quite slow-moving cars through there. So we're just taking advantage of the poor AI on lap 1, and we're up into P13. Towards the end of lap 1, and we are behind Robert Kubica, who's usually solidly inside the top 10, so I'm not quite sure what cars are actually in the top 10 at the moment as we go wide into turn 1. Kubica moving slow. I think it might be a Force India and a Williams, which is why Kubica is being held up, and this could be our chance to pounce. Now, there's a few cars in the pit lane already on lap 3. The tyres do seem to wear out quite quickly, and Kubica is in. So surely they're going to be on a 2-stop. Surely they can't go 13 laps on the primes. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't actually remember what the strategy is around here. But yeah, we're on the options currently. So we're just going to try and take them a bit further so that we don't have to pit on the same lap as everyone else. Oh dear, our tyres are not in a good way. And I feel like we're just going to get absolutely shafted in the pit lane. Oh no, this has not gone well. Oh, we're going to have to come in. We're going to have to come in. And how has Petrov already jumped us? Oh no, this is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Petrov is definitely going to jump us in the pits as well. Oh no. Right, yeah, he's already come out. And yeah, just wait for everyone, why don't you? Just wait for everyone. Jesus Christ, this has not gone well at all. Where are we going to emerge? Somewhere very much down the order, that is for sure. But we're going to just try and go down the inside on the pit exit. Oh my word, Trulli has hit us, or we've hit Trulli. Either way, it's not gone well, and we're down in 23rd place. Jesus Christ. We're closing in on Kovalainen, and definitely. We're going to go for a move there down the inside. Yes, lovely little move. Now, I don't know whether these guys have stopped, and if they have, I don't know whether they're going to stop again, because I have just no idea what's going on with the strategy or anything. But regardless, it's not been a great race so far. Oh, that's someone out of the Grand Prix. A big crash. Jesus Christ, we're just driving through smoke. Now, taking a look at the replay, it looks as if it is a Sauber and a Toro Rosso. And they do not look in a good way whatsoever. There is a lot of smoke coming from the Sauber. And that Toro Rosso does not have 4 wheels. Maybe down the inside of Trulli here. Just like his teammate last lap. Don't mind if I do. And I can also see that he's on the option tyres. So they've either all stopped and they're going to have to stop again, or they just haven't stopped at all. So that does sort of fill me with a little bit more hope as we run very wide there. But yeah, still, we can do alright in this race, hopefully. We are really closing in on Senna now. I don't want to make too bold a move on him because he is my teammate, but we do need to get past him. And is that going to be the move? Yes, it is. Assertive, but clean. We didn't take any parts of his car, which is always a bonus, especially considering what happened last episode. Oh, there's a couple of cars coming out. Kubica is one of them. And so we have jumped Kubica, because obviously he's had to make 2 pit stops. But Barrichello has emerged ahead of us, so... Right, okay, we've made up a position in one sense, but lost one in another sense. Oh my god, what has just happened? We have nearly flipped up in the air. It was not going well as it was. But Jesus Christ, I genuinely feel like up until that point, I couldn't have driven any better. And then I go and do that. That's just... oh dear, now we can barely even steer the car. So we emerged from the pit lane and we have now been lapped by Mark Webber, which is sort of good because it means we only have to do 15 laps. But yeah, quite embarrassing really. Well, I think the best phrase to describe that race is a race to forget. We finished down in 22nd place. Behind our teammate, we were lapped, and just all in all, it was just terrible. I mean, with the pad on this game, it's so difficult to drive at Monaco. Now to the dreaded interview, which I'm sure won't go well. Are the team happy with how the weekend has gone? Probably not, to be honest. You'd have to ask them. Have the team given you a winning... No, they have not. They really haven't. Do I tell them that, though? I don't think the car's up to the challenge, yes. And are things going as expected with Hispania? Yeah, things are going really well. Yeah, fantastically. You know, just what you want to say after a race which has gone terribly. Well, who knew? The next race is actually Istanbul. So, I thought it was Canada. It isn't. But still, a great racetrack, but one that I haven't driven on for a very long time. So it might take some getting used to, but yeah. I'm looking forward to this race, actually. Well, I tell you what, can we get Istanbul Park back on the calendar? Because look at that qualifying position, 7th place. Now, I said that we were going to Canada and that was going to be good. But, you know, this has just been a turn up for the books. I'm not even mad that we're at Istanbul. What a qualifying it was. We were less than a second off pole as well, which I believe that's the first time that's happened this season. The only bad thing is because we're inside the top 10, we've got to start on the tyres that we qualified on. So we're probably going to get screwed over in the pit stops. But yeah, we'll deal with that when it comes to it. And yeah, I'm feeling good for this race. Right, here we go then, readying up for the Turkish Grand Prix, the 7th race of the season. Surely we've got to do better than Monaco, and away we go. How is the start? The start's not too bad, not compared to previous times. Anyway, we're going to go around the outside. Everyone very tentative into turn 1, and we've just gone right down the middle of the Ferraris. We've managed to get the move done on Felipe Massa. Alonso came back at us, but now as we go into the end, the second half of Sector 1, I was going to say the end of Sector 1 then, clearly don't know the track. You can tell I haven't played on this game for a while, but nonetheless, Hamilton and Alonso going at it, almost making contact with one another, and now we break into this right-hander, get a lot of understeer through here on the prime tyres, or at least I did in practice, and now we come through this iconic turn 8. Real fantastic turn, dabbing the throttle through here. Alonso very slow, but just look how much understeer we've got in this car. And we have to stick behind him for the meantime. Can we try and outbrake Alonso here? We were a lot quicker in qualifying in the final sector than anyone else, so it'll be interesting to see exactly where it is that we make up the time. But as we come through the final corner, can't see any places where we significantly gain, but still, P6, I will take that. Oh, Alonso very slow through turn 1. Was not expecting that. We'll go right round this outside into P5. Ahead of the Ferrari man who's twitching all over the place. But that really is brilliant stuff. P5? Nah, I'm not having this. Of course, this is the place in 2010 where the two Red Bulls collided with each other in real life. And it was the two McLarens that were there to pick up the pieces. Well, it's currently a Red Bull 1-2 and a McLaren 3-4. So, yeah, maybe we'll get the same again. It's only lap 3 at the moment, but I do think it's going to be time to come into the pit lane because our tyres are wearing out and everyone else is going to come in next lap. Yeah, we've already got quite worn tyres. Oh no, there's people already coming in to the pit lane. I hope this doesn't screw us over, but, well, it's too late now because we've already come in. But hopefully we can slow down. Brilliant, literally perfect on the limiter. Thank you to one of you guys, can't remember who it was. But someone down in the comments told me exactly when to engage the limiter. So yeah, that is much appreciated. But now let's hope that we cannot be screwed over in the pits. Of course we have been. Please. Oh, why? We lose about 3 seconds. Oh, no. Many cars in the pit lane. Let's just see exactly how much time we've lost. So we'll try and concentrate on the braking for turn 1. But where... who's that that's merged ahead of us? Is it a Red Bull? Yes, it is. Mark Webber is only just ahead of us. Okay, so maybe we haven't actually lost out that much. Button is the big gainer from all this because he's like 4 seconds ahead of me. Wow, okay, I was not expecting that. Hang on, we're ahead of Hamilton as well. Well, this pit phase has actually worked out quite well. It was looking tragic and it hasn't ended up too bad. Oh, Button has lost a position because he is now directly in front of us. So Webber's overtaken him. There's someone else in that battle as well. I think it could be Fernando Alonso. And if it's not, then it'll be Vettel. So, I mean, I have no idea and I don't think I'll probably catch up to them. Although Button is moving quite slowly at the moment. I don't know whether he's got a problem. But yeah, maybe we can catch him. Oh, he's in the pits. He's in the pits. So problems for Jenson Button. Maybe some contact with Mark Webber, which is why he dropped back. But there's a lot of cars in the pit lane now, and I think that we'll now be able to tell exactly what position we're going to emerge. There's someone just coming out of the pit lane there, and it is Kobayashi. How the hell have we been jumped by Kobayashi? We're going right up his inside. I'm not having that. I'm definitely going to be overtaking him. Oh, we're so much quicker than Kobayashi out of turn 8. Surely we're going to get past him. Absolutely breezed past, although he's very good on the brakes. We're not. Oh, but he's just come out right on track in front of us. Cheers, Kamui. On the plus side, though, we are actually quicker than someone in a straight line. So we are up in at 2 P6, and there's a real battle going on ahead. Hopefully they collide with each other, and we can pick up the pieces there as well. Now it's Nico Rosberg who's got ahead of Webber and us in the pit phase. Not quite sure how he's managed that, but he is now holding up Webber quite considerably. And yeah, this is our chance to shine. We're definitely quicker than Webber down the straight, and we're going to go around his outside, which should turn to the inside soon. Hopefully we're still side by side. Yes, we've managed to get ahead of Mark Webber, the man that was second. In fact, no, he was leading at one point of this race. And we've overtaken him up into P5. Boy, do I love this track. I'm pretty sure that is rain falling now. Now, I know that it said 61% chance of rain, but I think this is genuine rain now. There's a dry line that's still there. Oh, no, this could be an interesting end to the race. Oh, that's someone in the pits. I assume that must be for the wet tyres, maybe? We'll have to see exactly who it is in the pits. It's Vettel. So I think he's in for the intermediates. Oh, this is going to be very, very exciting. Now, we've just set our fastest first sector of the race. So this rain isn't affecting us whatsoever, but there are still 2.5 laps left to go. And I can see spray coming from the track now, so we're just going to have to be careful, I think. Final lap of the race. We're holding station in P4. This rain doesn't seem to have really affected our performance too much. We set our fastest first sector of the race on the last lap. And I just beg that it holds out for just another minute and a half. As we come into this final complex, I think we have only gone and done it. We are going to take P4. P4. After being terrible for the last 2 races, we come round the final corner to take our best result of the series yet.
Really well done, mate. 12 points in the bag.
Oh, Mr. Geordie Engineer, I knew he would love that. P4, what a brilliant result. So, Vitaly Petrov up in P2. So, the 2 people ahead of us, Petrov and Rosberg, actually started from lower down on the grid. So, it could have been even better, but we don't want to get greedy. 4th place is still fantastic. And if you just look at some of the names right down the order, Button has just gone back to his usual self, not scoring points. Vettel only 12th. Don't know what he was doing. Kubica, Petrov's teammate, only 11th. Massa only 10th. Just generally, just a bit of a messed up race, but what a race it was. Regarding the drivers' standings, we are up into 11th now, so we're ahead of Massa. Somehow we're still behind Liuzzi. Petrov is up in 6th place now, so fair play to him. And then in the constructors' standings, we are in 7th place, so I believe we've moved up a spot ahead of BMW Sauber now. And yeah, it's just been a bit of a crazy start to the season, I guess. On to the interview after the race then. Are you happy with your performance? You know what? I really, really am. The team have performed admirably all weekend. That'll go down and I'll be in their good books for that. And are you happy with how the races have gone so far? I'd say things are going well. Yeah, they are. And have you been happy with your qualifying results? I mean, we've been alright. We've been working hard for both sessions. I've not been going out there thinking, you know what, I'm going to put in a bad qualifying performance this time. So that caps it off for this episode. It's been a real contrasting one, I think it's fair to say. But we've ended off on a good note. So if you have enjoyed it, do make sure to drop a like down below. And next time, we really will be in Canada. I know I've said it before, but we actually are in Canada next time. We've also got another race. I think it might be Valencia. But anyway, you'll find out if you tune in tomorrow. Take care, guys. See you then. Bye-bye.